Let's learn trade together. Real example reading series. Trade cards are honest, and they tell us the truest information in their own unique way. When you sense the energy of the trade cards and understand the language of the trade cards, you will understand what they are saying. The trade cards that appear in this video are Two of Wands, the Hermit and the Four of Swords, Strengths. The main elements of this case are these. Floods in western Rwanda kill at least 127 people. Heavy rain caused flooding and landslides in Rwanda, killing at least 127 people in the western, northern and southern provinces, the president's office said. In order to secure endangered citizens, rescue interventions are ongoing in the most affected districts. A statement by the presidency said. The Rwanda National Police warned that, due to heavy rains, the roads are temporarily unavailable. You are advised to use alternative roads. The Rwanda National Police said. The Rwanda Meteorology Agency had warned in its forecast for May that many parts of the country will receive more rainfall than average this month. According to the Rwandan government's ministry in charge of emergency management, more than 60 people have died from disasters between January and April this year, and the country's northern and western provinces have been the most hit. The first trade card that appears is Two of Wands. What is this card telling us? We see a man on this card, standing holding a scepter and looking at the water in the distance. Combined with the content of the case, the person on the card represents RWANDA's government agencies and departments, and the distant water surface represents the flooding in western Rwanda. The wand in hand represents action and execution, and in this case, the corresponding message is the management and response measures surrounding flood disasters in the western region. The man on the card holds a globe-like instrument in his hand. What does this pattern represent? Combined with the content of this case, we can easily appreciate its meaning. This globe represents the broad masses of the people and the vast region. The people on Two of Wands are facing a vast area and a lot of people and things. Trade cards tells us through Two of Wands that government agencies and departments are implementing rescue measures to protect the people in flood-stricken areas. We continue reading the analysis, and the trade cards that appear next are the Hermit and the Four of Swords. The Hermit card is the big arcana card, which contains a lot of energy. Let me insert here that what is the difference between the big and small cards in the trade? The biggest difference is that the influence range of the energy field is different, and the energy field of big names has a larger impact range, which is usually insurmountable by manpower, and can only be passively accepted and coped. In this case, the Hermit card appeared in the trade card, indicating that people cannot actively choose this matter, because the flood disaster is a natural disaster. In the face of a large natural disaster, human beings cannot choose to occur or not to occur. If a natural disaster occurs, human beings can only passively accept and respond. This Hermit card sends us a message that floods are disasters. The man on the Hermit card was an old man, carrying a lamp. What are the trade cards saying here? In fact, it tells us that, because of heavy rain, the roads in dangerous areas are temporarily unavailable, which means stopping. The other card is Four of Swords, and this card shows a man lying quietly flat with his hands folded and praying. This man has 3 swords on it. What is this card talking about? In fact, this card is explaining the Hermit card. Why are the roads temporarily unusable? People were killed because of the floods. As mentioned in the case, heavy rains caused flooding and landslides that killed at least 127 people. Four of Swords that appears here tells us that many people died in this flood. The last trait card that appears is Strength. What kind of information is this card telling us? We see a woman on this card who is taming a lion. This is also a big arcana card, which shows the wide range of energy influences. In this case, the lion represents the restless man. The person who wants to tame the lion is a government agency and a department. In the case, the Bureau of Meteorology made a forecast in May and issued a notice that rainfall will exceed average in many areas this year. So why are so many people still dying? Because many people are as restless as lions and do not follow the weather forecast information of the Bureau of Meteorology. So many people are killed. As reported by the Ministry of Emergency Management, more than 60 people have died from natural disasters between January and April this year. So the message that this power card wants to convey to us is that the weather department has been trying to tell the masses about the risk of flooding and mudslides. But some people do not follow advice and do not follow management. Like lions on the card, they are difficult to tame. So many people die. See, truest cards never lie. It tells us the truest information in its way, which is a big reason why I love truest. When you sense the energy of the truest cards and understand the language of the truest cards, you will understand what they are saying and what they are telling you. Well, this issue of truest learning content is all over. If you have any views or ideas about truest card reading, welcome to leave a message and comment. If you are also a truest lover, subscribe to my channel. Learn truest with me and discover the mysteries of truest from real cases. See you next time.